Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be episode 4 of my Pigs Only series. I just finished up the potato harvest, as you could see just back over there. They're all done. Driving the harvester back. I did run into another unique issue, and as you know, this series pretty much the theme is running into unique issues I've never ran into before, and every single episode has more than one. And so we're just going to start this episode off with the first unique issue that I've run into. We got plenty of potatoes off the field. The problem is, if we go in here to our productions, this production facility can only hold 100,000 liters of potatoes, which we got more than 100,000 liters of potatoes off of, which is great. However, we don't have a silo, nor can we really afford any sort of silo, even a cheap one. We really can't afford it right now. So I'm just going to have to... I have a plan, though. A unique solution. This is the leftover potatoes after the 100,000s in there. So we're just going to leave them in the trailer for now. And when I have to go to do the soy harvest, which will be probably, I think, next month in game, I simply am going to have to drive the harvester to that production facility to unload it every time. Which, you might ask, that's going to be a pain in the butt. It will be, especially since we're going to be harvesting our field that's farthest from the farm. But at least it's soy, so it'll be a low-yield crop. But, yeah. So I'm going to continue to do my thing. Harvest field 10 up here, the one furthest from the farm, of course. And harvest this little mini field that we made down here on the farm. And get those soybeans put into the production facility. And for now, we're just going to leave this in here. And that's that. Which means I can't use this to go pick up pig food from the store anymore. Because it just isn't going to... Oh, yeah, this thing takes a while to stop with a load on it because the potatoes are very heavy. And, okay, we're backing up now. We'll get out of the way of this a little bit. But anyhow, I'm going to have to use the front loader to go pick up stuff because I can't put more pig food in the trailer. I did think about putting some into the actual pen here. I'm hoping this is enough to get these guys, I think, through just till tomorrow. Because when does soy get harvested? Oh, we got to make it 2 months. Yeah, we're definitely going to need some more pig food. So we'll just figure it out. We're going to get some more pig food. I'm just going to have to load it up on the back of there and do that with the front loader. It's no big deal. Just is what it is. So I'll do that. But otherwise, we did get 10,000 liters of sorghum, so not as much as I would have hoped for. So that's going to be, when we start doing the pig food production, that's going to be our limiter. Right there, it looks like, unless we get way less soybeans, which I don't see that happening. So 10,000. So if I use do some quick math here using a calculator, of course, we have 10,168 liters divided by 200. That means we'll be able to get... We'll have enough sorghum to make 50,840 liters of pig food, which, do not get me wrong, that is a lot, but I don't think it's going to get us through to the next harvest even. Oh, this is unfortunate. Pigs do max out in value at $1,200, so these guys are... Well, these guys here are just over halfway done. These ones are still making it, but yeah. They should reproduce 4 times by then, and then be ready to produce a 5th time, so we'll keep them that extra month to produce the 5th time, and that's just based on my pigs test, and I'll look over at that real quick to make sure I'm right. Yes, so at 24 months, they become valued at $1,200, and then they don't go up from there. However, they reproduce another time at 25 months, so that will be when we will sell them, is at 25 months after they've reproduced another time, because at that point, they're just not worth it for us. Yep, that just kind of is what it is. So, I'm hoping this food lasts 2 months. I know it won't, so it's fine. I might have to buy a couple of big bags to get us by, which just kind of is what it is. So I might as well get this guy set up with the front loader. But I will see you guys after I get the soy harvested, and we can start manufacturing, hopefully, some pig food. So I'll see you guys here in just a bit. All right, it is October, and time to start the soy harvest. Nope, yeah, I wanted to turn this on there. I didn't want to hire a worker yet. There we go. Okay, we'll see how this goes. Hiring a worker now. So, we are getting desperate for pig feed. I had to buy 2 pallets. The pallets are $4,750 a piece, and we're still this low on food. We did get more pigs. Of course, they cannot stop reproducing, which I know I sound angry about. I'm only angry about it because I have to feed them all, but otherwise it's good news. We have so many stupid pigs. How many do we have right now? We're going to run out of space in here, aren't we? Yes, we have 306 out of the 400 that can fit in here, which means we may, after we get the next round of reproduction, we'll be full. So at that point, we should just keep feeding them until we get the most out of each pig, but we're not going to get as many reproductions right now, at least as we would want to, because we can't afford another pig pen right now. I can't even remember, how much should we pay for this one? Pigs. We did one that was, I should be able to recognize what it looks like in here. I say that, I probably won't. How much is, that one's $60,000? That one's ridiculously expensive. Did we actually spend that ridiculous amount of money on a pig pen earlier? Whew, that holds 1,000. That seems excessive for that size of pen. Pigsty large, that thing holds a lot as well. 350. But let me find the one that did we use this one? We did. We used this one right here. So we've spent 60 grand. Actually is not too bad for 400 pigs in a pen. That's pretty good. So yeah, it'd be nice to get another one of these because I actually really like this pen. And I think it's pretty darn reasonable. But yeah, we don't have the money. And nor do we have the land actually right now because we'd have to put it here. So we have many a problem. But anyhow, it's a good thing that we have plenty of pigs, I guess, for now. They have slurry in here too, actually, which I forgot about that. How much can we sell? Because we do have something that can haul slurry, so theoretically we could sell the slurry somewhere. If there's somewhere willing to take it. Yes, the BGA. In February is the best time to sell that, but well, we're in October right now. December or February would be good, so we could actually wait a couple months. It's going to go up by $5 per 1,000 liters, but in which that's not going to be. Which for that amount, that's only an extra $480. But at this point, you know what? We'll take an extra $480. We're desperate. So we are just desperate for cash at this point. So yeah, we can sell the slurry. I forgot about that product, which is okay. That is a product of our pigs. I said we can only make money by selling pigs and the products of our pigs in this series. So no contracts, no selling crops. But if the pigs produce it, we can sell it. So we can sell pigs. And there's also actually a production facility. I think I talked about this before. There's a lot of animal feed ones in here, but there is a meat factory, obviously not for Mod Hub, because we know how that would go, and that doesn't go well on there. But there is a meat factory somewhere in here. There it is, meat processing plant. Okay, $160,000. So eventually we can get that going, and then we can produce some meat, which will actually probably make us some good money. And again, we're going to make millions off of our pigs. That's going to be fun. As fun as it has been so far. So I'm going to get the soy harvest, and then I'll bring you guys back in when we're done with that, and we'll fire up the pig production, and hopefully that will help us out a little bit. All right, the soy harvest is done, and I did forget to mention this earlier. I did have to take out more of a loan to buy the pig food earlier, and I did buy another box of pig food just now. Now, you might say, why did they do that? Since we have, well, pig food to be produced in here, which if we take a look in here, by the way, our soy harvest actually did pretty good. We did, where's it at in here? 9,400 liters of soybeans, which is enough to make 94,000 liters of food. So that's great. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to activate this to get that underway. Now, this makes food quite fast, 120,000 liters a month. So it's going to do this 120 times. The problem is we can't just take that food and put it into the pig pen magically. We have to deliver it via a trailer, which our trailer, as you well know, is occupied by potatoes. So I actually bought another pallet of pig food, went to the store, got it, delivered it over here, put it in here, which costs another $47.50. That way the pigs will hopefully have enough food until we can get that trailer empty, but I'm not certain they will. So if we fast forward some time, we're just going to go until the pigs are, well, basically about to be out of food, and we'll see kind of where that takes us. It's taking us farther than I thought so far. Oh, there they are. They're out. Okay. Slow it down. They did take a little bit of a health hit there, but that's okay. That'll be easy to recover, and their values will jump right back up. So no big deal there. Their slurry's almost full too, which means I just need to sell some of that anyways. I know it's a little cheaty, but I might upgrade this trailer so it does 25,000 liters at a time, or get a bigger one. I don't know. Anyhow, oh yeah, and our money's way down too. So let's take a look at how our pig food production's going. Pig food, 50,000 liters. That's great. Potatoes, 74,000. That's not great. Oh, I don't like that at all. This is just not good. Okay, well, we are kind of desperate here. So let's go into the store. Well, we're going to take out a loan actually first, aren't we? Darn it. That's just part of 20,000. What's another $20,000 in loans? It's no big deal. Let's drive down to the store and pick up another pallet of pig food. because we got to go. Actually, let's try to buy 2. Might as well. We're just got to commit to it. At this point, we're just kind of hosed anyway. So pallets. Let's go ahead. And these actually aren't that big. I haven't tried to do 2 before, so we'll see how that goes. Buy. Okay, let's go pick those up and see how this goes. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I hope. We'll see. Drive down here. Thankfully, the store's not too far away, at least. I figured I didn't need to have the truck come down here to get these because I'm only getting, a pallet here and there as needed. So I didn't figure it was worth having the truck drive down here. All right. Let's see if we can get a hold of these 2. I don't know how much 2 of these is going to weigh. Yep, too heavy. Let's go ahead and back up to that weight. Nope, this is not going well. Okay, I can set those probably there. All right, this is probably also not going to go great, but it can't go worse than it already has, theoretically. Yep, that's still too heavy. Okay, well, the good news is we'll just take them back one at a time as I have been doing. Perfect. Yeah, they have been heavy before, but I did not think that they would cause me this many issues. There we go. Yeah, I usually kind of have to drag them a little bit, but it works out. Everything's fine. It's a process. Yeah, I don't know why I thought I was going to be able to get 2. I was just hoping. But anyhow, I'm going to get this guy back to the farm, and I will bring you guys back in after I get these guys over to the farm, get them put into the little piggies, and we will kind of see where we're at. So I'll bring you back in here in just a little bit. So you just got to get it just right. There you go. And then you're good to go. Anyhow, see you guys here in just a bit. All right, so we are back. I do have some bad news. Well, first off, actually, I apologize. I didn't realize my game sound was turned off for the first half of this episode, so I apologize about that. But anyhow, we got all the potatoes out of here. Now, the bad news was we ran out of sorghum. So sorghum's our lowest common denominator. We still have some barley, and we still have plenty of soy, actually. And we have 50,000 liters of pig food, which is not ideal, but it's what we got for now. So, is what it is. I'm going to actually deactivate that now. So anyhow, that is where we're at. Unfortunately, I needed to put potatoes in there because there's no way I was going to dump the extra 25,000 liters on the ground and have to move them with a bucket. So, because I refused to do that, we have a $30,000 silo. Oh, yay, we're more in debt. It's great. I need to take out more of a loan, but it's fine. Everything's great. We're all happy. Oh, boy. All right, anyhow, we can put the pig food in here, and we can feed our pigs, because our pigs, they are hungry little fellers there. And this will actually do more than fill this up, which is good. Then hopefully we can just leave them alone for a while, and then I need to sell the slurry, which actually, so the trailer we have, it's not under here. We didn't get this one because this one was more expensive, like a lot more expensive. We got the one under here, this guy. Yeah, we own one of these. Oh, okay. We actually probably should buy it, but we could adjust it to go more in capacity, which I think I will, just for the sake of time. It'll just make my life a little bit easier, and hopefully you guys are on board with making my life a little bit easier here and there. I've struggled enough. Hopefully you think that at least. But luckily I didn't have a collision on it. This thing does struggle to pull this much weight, which is fair. It's a lot of literage. 50,000 liters is normally more than a truck would pull, so, or at least more than the average truck trailer would have. Oh crap, and it's November. You know what I forgot to do? Oh gosh. I forgot to plant our barley. Well, the good news is, hopefully we have enough barley. Is there anything, soy, sorghum, anything harvest early before barley could be planted? Potatoes. So In the potato field, we could do potatoes in one of the fields, which that means we may do potatoes in a bigger field, like maybe, I don't know, I don't want to do them in those fields. So this one's going to be sorghum for sure, because we need a lot of sorghum. We still need more soy. So we'll probably do sorghum. We need more barley, but we're not going to get any. So sorghum, and then probably potatoes. So we can do barley in that one next year. And then, yeah, probably sorghum, and then maybe sorghum, and then soybeans for those two. That might be good, because we need a lot of sorghum to catch up a little bit. So that might be the way to go about it. But, yep, that's my bad. See, another just unfortunate mistake. Is what it is. All right, let's get back over the trailer. Hopefully I can maybe go over a little bit more, I think. There we go. It's struggling. There we go. Okay, we'll see how much this it'll take. Oh boy. Well, it took almost all of it. So this will just stay right here, and we'll unload as needed through wintertime. But, good lord, this is... I might actually take some of those potatoes and fill this up, because this needs to be higher. It puts it mostly in there, but they seem to eat, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, maybe that is plenty. I don't know. We'll see how this is. I know the base food is overloaded for sure because of what we did earlier, which was dumb. I should not have done that, I guess. But I thought it was a good idea at the time. So anyhow, things are happening. Things are going well. None of these guys are close to where we want to sell them. Well, I mean, 15 months is the closest, which we still have a while. But once we sell those guys, so 34, if we do get them up to $20 or $1,200, 34 times 1,200, that's $40,000, which we'll really need. And then the following month after that, these guys will be ready. So then the following month we will get, we'll get an extra $80,000 for a total of like $122,000, which is going to be really helpful for us. Then hopefully we can pay back we really can't afford to pay back the loan, but hopefully we can make some more money off of that. So we're still struggling, but we are trying our best to survive, which is kind of where we're at now, is kind of a survival mode. So I'm going to keep just doing stuff. I'm probably just going to bring you guys back in when it's spring planting time, and then we'll start planting everything, get everything good to go. The problem this year as well is we are going to have to purchase a potato planter because we don't have one anymore, and that's going to be cheaper than trying to find a field that has potatoes in it that we can buy and harvest. So yeah. So again, I think sorghum. What did they say here? Sorghum. Sorghum. Yeah, sorghum in these two. Soy in these two. Yeah, sorghum, soy, potatoes. Sorghum, soy, potatoes. Okay, try to remember that. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the spring. All right, it is time for spring planting. We're going to put sorghum in this field as we talked about. And I have, oh boy. Well, I have some news. What? Oh, not enough money. We can't hire a worker. Let's just take out another loan. Why not, right? We've had to take out so much more than I ever thought. There we go. Yep, just work on that while I cry. Okay, so he's going to work on that. Again, sorghum, soy, potatoes. So that's happening. That's great. A couple things. I did have to put in, so this irritated me. So the BJA says they'll buy it, but I don't think they'll actually buy it. There's no trigger for it, so the trigger just doesn't exist. So you can't sell it to the BJA. So I placed this guy down. I didn't pay for it myself. I just took the money and paid for it, just out of thin air. But the problem with that, so I know some people are like, oh, that's cheating or whatever. It really isn't, and it kind of screwed us. This takes it for half the price of that. So I sold 100,000 liters of manure or liquid manure for $3,500. So it's just a bad day in general there. But yes, our pigs are now at the point where all 400 of them, since we have 400, are eating 24,000 liters of food a day, which if you don't know what that means or you don't have a perspective of that, if we go into pallets here, each one of these pallets is 6,000 liters. So that means they're eating 4 of these a day, which if you don't know how to do the math, that's 16, 17, 18, that's $19,000 a day of food, which is absolutely killing us. So we're going to sell some of our pigs a little early to hopefully help us escape a little bit of our debt problem, because we do have to buy we do have to buy a potato planter, which shouldn't be a big deal. Oh, actually, I can't plant that field yet because it needs plowing. Crap. Well, we're just making more mistakes. Yep. Hold off. We need to plow this field, so we got to do that first. But I think that's the only field that we have that needs plowing. Yeah, that's just that. Yeah, we got to plow that. We can't afford to lose any yield whatsoever. So we got to plow that. And then I think for our potato planting, 2 meters, 2 meters, 2 meters. These are all the same price. That's 1.9. Don't want that one. Yeah, we can fill them up with potatoes too since we have potatoes. I forgot to try to save some for that, but thankfully that all worked out. So this one's 4 miles an hour though, so we'll go with that one, I think. We'll buy that in a bit. We don't need that right now. Okay, so we are going to sell some pigs because we really don't have a choice anymore. We just don't have a choice. So we got to sell a couple of them. So this is our first time selling pigs, which is great. We're not going to make a ton of cash off of this, of course, but things are going to happen. Let's go ahead and pull over top of that. Okay, we want to sell, I think those ones, let me actually double check in here. The 1016s, they're close to reproducing though, so, but these guys are going to reproduce more, so maybe we sell these guys, and then we should sell some more, actually. That's one load though, isn't it, for our trailer? So yeah, let's sell the most expensive ones to start. Oh, can we only do 17 at a time? Never mind. Yep, there we go. Okay. Is that... Yep, that's what this holds. Is that seriously what this thing holds? I forgot about that. It'll be under animals. No. Animal transport. Yep, 17 pigs at a time. Okay. Well, let's go sell our first load of pigs here. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. We will wrap up the episode here in a minute after we sell a couple loads of pigs. But yeah, so one load of pigs, this should be $17,000, which is a lot, and we desperately need it. So for us right now, that's a absolute fortune. So I probably won't sell them all with you guys on here. We'll sell this first load just because we haven't sold any pigs yet. This is our first time actually truly making good money off our pigs. We did sell slurry technically first, but other than that, we have not made any money off our pigs. We've just been hemorrhaging cash left and right. So this will be great, and then we'll kind of decide whichever other ones we want to sell. I think those ones, and then those ones, you know, we might as well sell them because they're the closest and they're worth the most. That's fine. We'll sell those guys off because we're going to get plenty of other pigs reproducing. That's not really our problem, so we'll sell those ones off as well. Which actually, if we do the math on that, it's 68 times 970, so that's going to be another 65,000. Yes, we're going to do okay. We're going to do okay, guys. It's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. Oh, everything is going to be A-okay. I just got to not panic. Just not panic. Yeah, the problem is that big loan that we have. If we didn't have a loan, everything would be honestly just fine. But we do have that big loan, so. Okay. Let's sell those guys. Yes, 17,283. Perfect. Okay. What I'm going to do, because you guys don't need to watch this, I've decided I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to go around and pick up all these pigs and bring them over here to sell them off, and that's what's going to be that. So I will see you guys here in just a minute to wrap up this episode. All right. It looks really good for us if you look at our money, 167,000, but I mean, we're doing okay. So I ended up selling more pigs than I wanted to. Well, it's not wanted to. I wanted to get rid of all of them and just quit this whole series. But I'm just kidding. But we got rid of I got rid of a lot of them, so we only have 196 left now, which I think is great. So we ended up making quite a bit of money selling 204 of them. And again, if we look in here, puberty there, reproduction. So 2 of them are still going to be reproducing. So this is going to just fill right back up really quick. So I'm not too worried about it. But we can afford to do a couple things. First, we are going to buy our potato planter. Potato technology. This is the one we wanted to go with. 200 liters. Those ones hold a little bit more, but I'd rather refill it and go a little bit faster. So that'll be easy peasy there. 4,600. That's 1.5. there's not this until we bump up to here. Yeah, this is just what we get for now. So we are going to, ooh, that's more money. Fine, we'll go with gray then. We're going to buy that. Okay. Actually, do we have anything leased? This weight's leased. Let's go ahead and just purchase that. Other than that, we own all of our equipment, so no cost there. And our loan interest is expensive. But right now what we can do, which this is kind of really sad actually, I'm going to repay a lot of this, because if we need more money, we'll just borrow it again. I'm just going to repay down to that, because we'll probably dip into that 5,000 for worker fees and stuff like that. But there we go. We paid off some of our loan, which is great. We're starting to head in the right direction. And to be fair, though, if we did sell all of the pigs that we have now, we would come out positive. So at least now we have a little bit more room. We're going to pay a little bit less on interest. We're still hurting, for sure. Don't get me wrong. We're going to be hurting until harvest. And then once we have our own pig food up and running a little bit more, which, to be fair, we have a lot of food in here for the pigs, just not in the form we need it in to make this easier. Yeah, and at a certain point, we will eventually try to get that, well, if we go in here to the pigs, we're going to try to get this base food value down. You can see they're almost out of food right now. We're going to try to get this base food value back down. I would like to give them some grain with that, so they're 75%, because I don't think that'll affect their health. But I'd like to get this lowered down, maybe just feeding them these two grain types, or these two types of food, and not having to worry about these. That way these two get lowered down. But basically, we just need to get rid of this base food value. I like to reset this down to 0, but I don't think there's a way for me to pull food out of it, which is kind of frustrating. But yeah. But I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense. You put it in the trough, you're gonna pull it back out and sell it or something like that. So yeah, that's what I got for you guys, though. That's going to end this episode. If you guys enjoyed, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.